Yes, people, this is undefeated heavyweight, Hosea Stewart, and we are weighing in.
Yes, weighing in with Hosea Stewart. Good to finally catch up with you, big man.
Yeah, it's a pleasure.
How's camp been leading up to your third professional fight?
It's been good, man. It's been solid, we've just been locked in, covering our bases, making sure that all boxes are ticked. We're feeling good, feeling ready. It's just about time since I get back in the ring and just handle my business. So yeah, man, we're looking forward to it.
Listen, you've been at this unreal gym. It's almost a fitness facility with everything a boxer could ask for here at Mannings Gym. Tell me about this place and why you based the majority of your camp here.
Just like you said, it's a state-of-the-art facility. The coach is a top guy, he knows what he's doing, he's hungry, driven as well, so whatever the boxers give, he gives as well. So it's great to just bounce off like that, and just needed somewhere where I can get that fully grounded work, just one-to-one, locked away in camp, training, just focus on one task at hand, and that's going in, getting a W in style. So that's what we're looking for. We're in the right place to do it.
When you look back at your previous fights, and in comparison to prep and camp this time, how has this differed?
Loads better, much better. No excuse about just talking facts. My first fight didn't spar. Had about two spars leading up to it, 2 4-rounders, and in those, it's just easing into it. I was carrying injuries. I had a torn ligament in my hand, broken thumb, and it was just, the prep weren't there. Everything was tailor-made to not trouble my hand, just so I can get in the ring and actually box. And then my second fight, a lot better. I had a few more spars in, but again, we're still trading carefully. Still hard getting the rounds. Just many factors just behind closed doors. So it's just trying to put all the pieces together and see if it clicks. And the performance was a bit better, but it was still like I say, the prep weren't. There's nowhere near 100%. This camp, we've been on the road. We've been getting plenty of sparring. Had loads of work with Frazer Clarke as well, and plenty of top local heavyweights as well. Just getting them rounds in. Strength's been going on good. Fitness has been going fine. Nutrition, everything's been piecing together now, so it's all starting to click. So we're just looking forward to heading there and get firing now.
Yeah, man, that's what we love to hear. Like you said, we saw on your Instagram, and for me it was a big shock, a nice shock, obviously, seeing you and Frazer taking that picture together just after sparring. It's really, really good to see two massive names in up and coming in the heavyweight category being able to share the journey to the top. Like you said, you shared the ring with Big Frazer Clarke, who also fights on the 30th of July.
Yeah.
Tell us about your relationship with Big Frazer.
Yeah, he's just a top guy. I've been watching him since amateur when I was first getting started. I remember I was in the championships, and me and Ben was out on the same day in the quarters. Won that, come in the change rooms, had a little chat with me. Just gave a lot of good advice and spoke highly on my fight. And just throughout my amateurs, just every now and again, like, he dropped me a message, give me some tips. When I was on the AJ camp, I got some rounds in with him as well. I'm just training alongside him, so it's good. We know it's heavyweight boxing. We're both prospects. He wants to do big things. I want to do big things. Eventually, down the line, we're going to be meeting all these guys. But at this stage, get the experience, work with like-minded people, and get that grounded work that you need. Because there's no point me going into big fights and the sparring guys that can just walk through and steamroll and get in a fight and have a big shock when you got a guy that's on the same level as you, coming forward, taking shots and smiling, giving them back. You want to be able to be comfortable in that uncomfortable zone. So
yes, 100.
Yeah, man, get in there with like-minded people that are going to challenge yourself, and just relish the experience.
I'm sure you guys have both talked about anthonyjoshua. Usyk Joshua 2 is very, very close. How do you see that coming?
Same way I seen the first one, there's a possibility AJ goes in there and cleans him. Obviously, at that high level in boxing, it's tough to call fights, Usyk's a top guy. His amateur experience speaks for itself, let alone being a professional, undisputed cruiserweight champion, undefeated. He's come up beat some top heavyweights and then beat AJ. But being in camp alongside AJ, you get to see how his character is, how he starts and how he finishes the camp. It's a big difference. And when you know, as a fighter myself, and I'm sure many other fighters are the same, when you got people doubting you and writing you off already, the fire that just puts in it, it's just, you know, so come fight night, it's going to be interesting. I think I can see a free time, you know what I'm saying? I can see that free time happening.
Free time.
Again, it's top level boxing, 50-50. Usyk's got a country on his back. You know, the man's just come out of war, he's got fire in his belly, but AJ wants to get his belts back, he wants his respect. And, you know, they both want them top fights, so it's going to be interesting, man. I just want to see a classic.
What would your approach be to fighting someone like Usyk? I'm not saying it was Usyk. Let's say a fighter like Usyk.
Yeah. Well, like I say, you know, obviously he's a top level amateur, so you know his boxing top class. That's what amateur boxing is. It's all about clean boxing, in and out, clean scores, hit not get hit, and just controlling the bout. So the fact that I don't even know what his record is, but I know he's won loads. So that speaks for itself. So with somebody like that, you want to go in there and be able to, in a way, either match or beat their boxing, ideally. But you know, you want to use, you want to look at your own attributes and advantages. AJ is a much bigger, more physical guy. He's a natural athlete. So you know, obviously, he has to be smart going in there, work behind his boxing, but then when he can, just let his hands go, man, get stuck in, rough him up, make it a horrible night for him, and make him think twice about overthinking. You know, Usyk's all about setting traps. He thinks probably 4 or 5 combinations ahead before he's even thrown them. He's thinking, yeah, that's going to lead to this and that will lead to that. Then that defense will come in. Then that, you know, you can see that's how he plots his work. So you've got to drag him into deep waters where he's thinking on the spot. So you know, it's all about using the advantages, but easier said than done when you get in there with people. It's a different story, man.
Absolutely, man. Hopefully, like you said, Joshua is victorious and he brings the belts back. And that then will lead to the fact that everyone wants to see Fury Joshua. How would you see that one?
It's a tough one, you know. Fury's on cloud 9 at the moment. He's coming off of 4 big wins. Obviously the 3 Wilder fights, Dillianwhyte. He's confident, he's buzzing. You know, he's the man in the heavyweight division at the moment, and he's got the skills to back it up. Should AJ come off with a big win against Usyk, he's going to be flying. He's going to think, oh, I just beat the boogeyman in the heavyweight division, the man that everybody said I can't beat, so why can't I beat this guy? You know, Fury's got the better boxing attributes, all in all. But again, it all comes down to when you're getting down the night. You know, styles make fights. It's a known fact. So are they going to gel? Is it just going to be another Fury whitewash fight? It's going to be a fight where everyone sees, all right, then AJ's coming in, putting the pressure on. We won't really know, but if they try to have a boxing match, yeah, obviously Tyson Fury will have that advantage there. But like I say, AnthonyJoshua was a smart guy. He knows where to play his cards right, so it'll be interesting to see him, and just as a boxing fan in general.
Listen, obviously not including yourself, if you had to rank the current top 5 heavyweights, how would you rate them?
In order, yeah? In order?
Yeah.
So don't know, because technically Tyson Fury's retired, but we know he ain't. So I say Fury number 1, AJ 2, JoeJoyce 3, Dillianwhyte 4, Danny Dubois 5.
Usyk's not in it?
What's up?
Usyk's not in it?
Oh, just in general, I thought you meant British. Right, Tyson Fury, Usyk, AJ. Ooh. It's that last 2 now.
Do you know what? We'll leave it there.
That's a tough one.
We'll leave it there. Listen, let's take it back to you. Stylistically, how would you describe your boxing style?
I'd say it's quite a bit of a mix. I like to box. I'd say I'm a boxer puncher. You know, I'm a thinking man in there, but also I can tear it up as well. So whichever avenue you want to go down, let's go. But I like to box. I like to show off my skills and inflict pain whilst doing so. So yeah, boxer puncher. Just keep it nice and clean.
Jose, talk to me about your next fight, July 30th. Your opponent is Big Franklin Igniatus. Now, he isn't a safe option. He isn't a journeyman. And although he's only got 4 professional fights under his belt, he's not unheard of. What do you know about him, and why did you accept that fight?
Why not? You know, like I say, it's boxing. Everyone's on their own little journey. My last fight, I had 3 or 4 opponents pull out because for whatever reason they don't want to take it, or there's many things that go into it. So rather than having another one where you back and forth, you want this, how about this guy, how about that guy, and they say no. May as well take a fight that's winnable. Still gonna benefit us going forward in terms of rankings, all that kind of stuff, and getting a real fight, most importantly, because obviously, like you say, he's not a journeyman. He ain't just coming to make up a number or get a bit of change in his pocket. He's fancying this himself because he accepted it too. So, you know, having a live opponent there, something always coming back. It's like the amateurs, and I fought many guys like that and beat them, so why wouldn't I know?
Absolutely. So listen, you're both undefeated. What are you going to do to ensure you keep your O and take his?
Anything possible. Outbox him, out hustle him, outwork him, outstrength him, whatever needs to be done on the night, I need to do that, because yeah, losing that O ain't in the conversation right now.
But listen, I saw you putting in work earlier today, looking sharp on the pads. You look hungry, but you're still humble, and I appreciate that. I appreciate your time. Thank you for weighing in.
Much appreciated, man. Thank you for coming down.